Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a She Can Do It, But Can I? This is a series that has one other part, and basically it came about today because I took out my Kat Von D Chrysalis palette, which I actually have never used. I only recently bought it at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks. You guys know I love TJ Maxx. But anyway, so I just bought it, and I wanted to use it for the first time, and I was about to sit down to film a tutorial of me just like doing my eyeshadow, but I got the feeling that I kind of always do the same thing, and even I was bored by it. So I was like, why are they gonna want to watch me do the same thing that I always do? That's gonna be so boring. I'm bored, they're bored, everybody's bored. Not a good situation. So I looked up a tutorial on this palette, and I wound up following Lustrelux tutorial, and it just looked so stunning on her. We don't really have the same coloring, but I thought the purples and everything would look decent on me too, so I thought I would try it out. I think I got pretty close to what she did. It really wasn't overly complicated. She kept it very simple, so if you are looking for a really good tutorial for this palette, look at Lustrelux, or, you know, look at me since you're already here, because she really does some amazing eye looks, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I have to start every look by priming with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. And then I go right into the palette with Lifelike, and you'll see that I'm kind of just swishing this all over both lids to set the primer. Now I am dipping back into the palette and picking up this kind of neutral camel shade called Glass Wing, and I am putting that in the crease of both eyes. After I have blended the crap out of that crease, I am applying NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, which is basically white, meant to give the shadows a little bit more pop. Lustrelux used an Inglot base, but I don't have anything from Inglot, so this was my next best option. After I have the pencil blended in pretty well, I am patting the shade Lucid all over where I just put the pencil. Now I am picking up the shade Hybrid Moments on a small flat shader brush, and I am packing this in the outer corner. And you can see I was trying to watch Lustrelux really closely for this one. I think I wound up pausing her so that I could have a minute to complete this. But yeah, you're just putting it in the outer V and kind of blending it up into the crease a little bit. I wound up picking up a slightly fluffier shader brush to pick up more pigment and blend a little bit more easily. Then you can see I'm going into this like middle purple shade called Mezzanine, which despite the glitter in it has amazing pigment. I was very impressed with this shade, and I am packing this all over the lid, pretty much everywhere I did not put that first dark shade in the V. Then I realized that I was neglecting the other eye, so I'm going back and just doing the same thing on the other side. Here is where I started to work Mezzanine into the crease, and this just takes a lot of blending. I'm using a kind of fluffy shader brush, although I probably could have just used a fluffy round brush. That might have worked even better. But you see I'm just blending and blending up into the crease, up into where I had put that shade, brown shade Glass Wing before. Now I am picking up Lunar Lights, and that is my inner corner highlight. You'll see I'm bringing it about a quarter of the way up onto the lid. Then I am lining my waterline with the Balm's Mr. Right Now eyeliner pencil in Scott, just to give a little bit more of a sultry look. And then I'm going back with a fluffy brush. This one happens to be from Mally, and I really like it.
think I got it in an Ipsy bag or BoxyCharm or something. I'm just using it without any pigment on it to blend out the lines. And then I did pick up a little bit more of Glasswing and Lifelike and blended that out even more. Now I am applying my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 228. And you guys know how this goes. I'm just using a generic beauty blender kind of makeup sponge and patting that everywhere. Once I have my foundation the way I like it, I go back in and kind of blend the edges of the eyeshadow into the foundation, because if you don't do this, it just makes your eyes look like they're not really cohesive with the rest of your face. So I'm just picking up a little bit more of the colors, brightening up the colors, blending a little bit more until I'm happy. Now I've grabbed my Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper, and this wing gave me such problems. One eye did great, the other eye went terribly, but it was one of those things I knew if I kept fussing with it, it was just going to get worse, so I left it the way it was. But it was this eye that I kind of struggled with, but that happens. Not every day can be a fantastic eyeliner day, I guess. Gotta run some of that Benefit Gimme Brow through these thick old brows, which I had just tweezed moments before, and I thought I really messed one up, so good thing it didn't show up on camera that bad. Then I'm setting my under eye with some Measurable Difference banana powder, like kind of a matte highlighting powder, and contouring the cheekbones a little bit with the contouring powder. Then I just so happen to have a sample of some Tarte blush, so I'm using that. It's in the shade Fearless. And topping it all off with ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp, which I am a big fan of, but it kind of is a little chunky. Like you'll see, I put it on my Cupid's bow, and not that much longer later, it looked like I had some serious upper lip sweat going on, so I'm not so sure about that. And then I used some NYX soft matte lip cream on lips. I don't remember what the color is called. I'm sorry. I will put it in the description box. And that was it. Somewhere in there I had popped some falsies on, and that was everything.
So that was it for this look. I hope you learned something. I know I did. Lustrelux is always so insightful. But I really did enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope you will join me for the next one. Bye.